Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am beyond excited for this video because I'm going to be testing out the two new highlighters from Ofra Cosmetics, Space Baby and Cloud9 in collaboration with NikkiTutorials. I love Ofra's highlighters. They're my favorite formula and they have been coming out with some amazing shades for fair skin tones recently, and I've been super excited, loving all of them. And then they released duochromes and I was even more excited because I love duochrome highlighters, and I saw NikkiTutorials wearing them and she has very similar skin tone to me, maybe just a touch darker. So I thought, you know what, these are going to work for me. I'm so excited. They do retail for $35 each, which is a lot. But if you go through Ofra's website, they have the code Glamiversary. I will have to leave it down below, and it gets $15 off your order. So I ended up paying, I think, well, that would be 20, but then I had to pay shipping, so about 23 for each, which is still kind of closer to high end, but not quite as bad. And I just love Ofra's formula so much, so I had to try them out. And before I try anything, I did want to mention, it's pretty obvious, but I did change my background. I've been super unhappy with how my background looks for a really long time, and I kind of just decided, you know what, I just have to change it up. And I have actually had part of my makeup in my filming space here for the last year or so, and then the other half was in my room, and it was just a mess because everything was like, not a mess, but like this is the first time I've had my entire collection together, so it's just so nice to have everything organized and not like have like stuff over here and stuff over there. It's just all right in front of me and right around me, so I can just get to whatever I need right away. So I'm loving it, and hopefully it looks cuter in the background. I've still got a little bit of lights. It's not the final because I want to go ahead and like organize my brushes and maybe put them by color or do something to make them look, you know, more put together. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully it looks better and more professional. So okay, let's just go ahead and try these highlighters on. I've got two cheeks, so I'm gonna go ahead and try one on both. I have done first impression videos on Glazed Donut and Pillow Talk and Star Island, so I can leave those linked down below in case you guys are interested, because like I said, I'm obsessed with Ofra highlighters. So the first one we can go ahead and play with is Cloud9, and this one has a like pinky undertone, or a pinky reflect, I guess I would say. When you put when you hold the highlighter away from the light, it does look like it has a pretty white base. For me, that feels pretty good. Like, it's not gonna look streaky on my face, but I'm not sure how this will look on deeper skin tones. But it does have more of a pinky reflect, and like I said, that is Cloud9. And then the other one is Space Baby, and this one is more of like a bluey, purpley, like almost kind of like a lavender reflect, but also blue. It looks different how you look at it, so it's really beautiful. And I think that they look fine in the pan, but when you swatch them, like just on your finger, they look stunning. I hope you guys can see that. Like, the duochrome is just so beautiful. I feel like swatched out on the hand, they look fine, but they don't really look like anything special when you swatch them on your hand. So I'm very curious to see what they look like on the face. As you can see, like, it doesn't look like much, and I will say that these ones don't feel quite as powdery as their other formulas, which I don't mind because, like, who cares if it's powdery if it's like the best highlighter of life. So I guess I'll go ahead and do Cloud9 first, and I'm just going to use my Morphe M501, and I will clean the brush off in between doing the different shades. So let me just pick some of that up. Yeah, it definitely does not look anywhere near as powdery. Okay, I'm going to pick up a little bit more product because I feel like that's not as intense. I mean, the duochrome is pretty. You guys probably won't be able to see it as much on camera. It's like a light baby pink type shade. But it's really not that intense. I was definitely expecting more from Ofra. I like it. I would wear it, but just from first impression, I don't know if I could say this is worth the price, because it's very subtle. It's not super glowy extreme like I'm used to from Ofra, and I have so many highlighter palettes I would recommend that are like a better deal all around, that you get a bunch of shades in. Like my current love, let me see, I can do this now. I can just pull out whatever I need. Is the BH Cosmetics Duo Light palette. I am obsessed with this one, and it is so intense, and this whole thing is like $18. I have a full face swatch video if you guys want to see that. I'll have that link down below as well. But ow, jeez, okay. I mean, it looks fine, it looks pretty, but I can't say it's worth the price. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm just gonna wipe off that brush on my pants like the professional that I am. And I'm gonna go ahead and try out Space Baby. Okay, this one looks a little bit more powdery just from judging how much the brush picks up. Alright, so for this one, I will say that the reflect is a little bit more unique, and when I'm looking forward, it doesn't look super streaky or gray toned, which some blue highlighters, like it's a lot harder to find a blue highlighter for fair skin. So I will say that it looks okay, but I'm not loving it. Again, it looks more on the subtle side. Of course, this is my version of subtle, but seriously, compared to the regular Ofra highlighter formula, I'm a little bit confused. Let me just I'm gonna grab one of the other Ofra highlighters to show you guys like how intense it normally is. Here is Star Island, their most recent regular highlighter. Okay, I'll swatch it right here next to it. Do you see the difference? Like how strong this glow is in comparison with the others? So I guess if you want to try duochromes and you want something more subtle, maybe you'll like this. I was so excited about this because I thought it was going to be like extreme glowing, and it's just like, I don't know, I'm not super impressed. Let me see if I have another highlighter brush and we'll try to build it up a little. I have the Royal and Langnickel Highlight and Glow brush, and this one is a little bit more dense as opposed to the M501, which is a little bit more fluffy, the one I was using before. So let me just go ahead and I guess I'll grab Space Baby because that's the first one I opened. I'm going to pick up a little bit more product on that. So that looks much better using a slightly more dense brush, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel like it looks, I don't know, I'm just not loving the way that it looks. So I was recently sent this highlighter from Ofra through Octoly. It is their Cheeky Cheekbone Enhancing Highlighter, and this one, honestly, it looks like a loose version of Cloud 9. I feel like it's pinky, but it almost has like a green undertone. I don't know if you guys can see that when I put my head this way, but like right here, it looks green. And maybe it's just the way that it's mixing with the blush on my face, but this is a pinky green duochrome as well. So I just want to go ahead and swatch it next to Cloud 9. Cheeky, and there's Cloud 9. Cheeky is actually even prettier than Cloud 9. It's a little bit more intense. Very similar. Honestly, I went into this video extremely excited, and now I'm just kind of let down and disappointed. I feel like they don't look that beautiful on the skin. They have to be built up. I just don't feel like they're worth the money, so I would not recommend going out and purchasing these highlighters. I feel like it's kind of lackluster, and it looks a little streaky on the face. This like has a little bit of a green undertone. It's just, they're not really working for me, and I'm kind of sad because I really wanted them to work. I really wanted to love them, but I just don't. And I know that there's so many other affordable duochrome highlighters on the market, or even the Anastasia palettes. You can get a whole palette of duochrome highlighters for $40 compared to one for $35 if you don't have a discount. So yeah, it's a pass for me. I'm sad. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.